Hello children and viewers. So in the previous class I explained about the visual angular magnifying power of optical instruments. Now in this class I am going to explain about simple microscope. Simple microscope is nothing but a convex lens of small focal length. When object is kept between its focus and optic center, then the convex lens behaves as a simple microscope. So what is simple microscope? Simple microscope. So simple microscope is nothing but it is also called as the magnifying lens and as well as the reading lens as well as the burning lens. Simple microscope is nothing but a convex lens. A convex lens of small focal length. A convex lens of small focal length. So when object is kept between between its focus and optic center. F means focus and O means optic center of that lens, then that convex lens behaves as a simple microscope. So now consider, so this is a convex lens of small focal length. And now consider this is the principal axis and this is the optic center. Now it has a two curvature, that's why equal curvature, that's why let us consider this is the first principal focus and this is the second principal focus. So on both sides it has the same focal length, that's why I am taking the first principal focus as F and second principal focus also F. So when it behaves like a simple microscope, when this convex lens behaves as simple microscope, when the object is kept between the focus and optic center. This is a very important condition already we learned in the case of the different types of image formed by the convex lens. So now when this object will be brings, when the object is kept between its focus and optic center, then where it can form the image. So that can be guessed with help of the ray diagrams, by following the rules to draw the ray diagram of convex lens. So what are they? That are nothing but, so if we take the one incident ray is parallel to principal axis. So after refraction, what happened? After refraction it passes through focus of other side of the lens. And this is a refracted ray and this is a incident ray. And next second one I am taking the another incident ray that is passing through optic center. So then what happened? So after refraction it will be continue the same path. But when we look at this refracted rays, so then when they are coming from the lens, so the distance between them is gradually increases. So that's why they look like the divergent rays. So they look like the divergent rays. So that's why they never intersect. So that's why in this case it cannot form the real image. So it can form the virtual image. So where the virtual image is formed, so to find out, so we have to extend the ray. So when these refracted rays are extended back, so what happened? So they will be intersect at a point or appears to intersect at a point. So at that point, so which is formed, image is formed. So here these two refracted rays are extended back, here they are intersecting. So here image is formed. So now this convex lens for this object, so it is the image. So this image is nothing but, so the convex lens, here this convex lens form. So convex lens form here. Convex lens, or it may be called as what? Microscope. Simple microscope. So form the image. Where it can be formed the image? So behind lens. So behind lens. Okay, it can form the image where behind the lens. Now where what type of that image is? So the image is nothing but first one. It cannot be formed because of real intersection of refracted rays. That's why it cannot be real image. So but it is when the refracted rays are extended back, that's why it is formed. That's why it can be called as a virtual image. And how it will be? It will be above the principal axis. So that's why it is the erected image. And as well as, So when we compare the size, so what is the size? The size of the image will be more and the size of the object will be less. So that's why it is the magnified image. It is the magnified image. So this is the characteristics of the image formed by the simple microscopes. So what are the characteristics? It can form the virtual, erected and magnified image. Okay, it can form the image. So next, with what magnification it can be formed? So that can be calculated with help of the magnifying power. The next I am going to calculate the what is the magnifying power of the simple microscope. So what is the definition of the magnifying power of the simple microscope? Is nothing but, so the angle subtended by the final image at the eye, and nothing but, now consider at this optic center, so the human eye will be there. The human eye will be there. So now, so what is the magnifying power formula? The magnifying power. So the magnifying power. The magnifying power. So the magnifying power definition is nothing but M. So that can be defined as, it is a ratio of what? Visual angle. So visual angle formed by the final image. Final image at our eye 2. So visual angle formed by object kept at D. So it is a ratio of the visual angle formed by the final image. Now in this convex lens, so this is object. So this object, let us consider the object name will be AB. And this is the image. The image will be considered A dash and B dash. And now this is the only image formed by the convex. There are no two or more images here. So there is no two or more images. Only one image that can be taken as the final image. So now this image can be make some angle at the, if we consider it is eye, so it will be make some angle. So that angle will be considered the theta. Or you may consider alpha, beta, gamma also. Okay, I am considering this is the beta. So this is the beta. So this is the angle subtended by the which one? Final image at eye or at optic center. So that's why this equal to beta by, now imagine this object is at near point, and nothing but D means what? Near point. And now consider, so the same object size, take the same object size of the, so nothing but the object size will be the same. Now consider this is our eye. So from this eye, when the object is kept at 25 centimeter, 25 centimeter is nothing but D. So then it is also make some angle at our eye. Sorry, consider this our eye. So now this will make some angle. So that angle will be nothing but visual angle. So here that visual angle will be considered alpha. The nothing but, if we imagine the object is at 25 centimeter in front of us, so that object is also make some angle at our eye. That angle is nothing but the visual angle formed by the object kept at D. D means how much distance? 25 centimeter. So that angle is how much? Alpha. So what is the magnifying power? The visual angle formed by the final image at our eye, and nothing but at the lens. If you imagine the eye. And next, so the visual angle formed by the object kept at D. D means what? At 25 distance centimeter, you have to imagine the object will be kept and it will make some angle. That angle will be called as what? So visual angle formed by the object kept at D. That is here we are taking, that is the alpha. So now, so this alpha beta are very small. These visual angles are very small. The visual angle formed by the final image and visual angle formed by the object is kept at D are very small. So that's why to find the alpha and beta, so we have to take the, so tan beta and tan alpha. So that's why magnifying power M is equal to find the beta and alpha. I am taking the tan alpha and tan beta. So but here alpha and beta are small. So that's why to find the alpha, first to find the tan alpha, but the tan alpha can be taken as alpha and the tan beta can be taken as what? Beta. To find the beta, you have to find the tan beta. After finding the tan beta, so that can be taken as beta. So to find the alpha, so first to find the tan alpha, so that tan alpha value can be taken as the alpha. So that's why m is equal to, so beta, beta means what? Tan or tan beta. So tan beta by tan alpha. So now to find the tan beta, I am taking this triangle. What is the triangle? O. So actually beta means nothing but the final image, the angle or the visual angle formed by the final image. But here in this diagram, so the final image and as well as this object is making same angle. But you know that the size of the image and the distance of the image. So that's why to find the beta, I am taking this one triangle OAB. So why I am taking this triangle here? You know the object height and you also know this is the object distance. This object distance. The distance between the object and optic center will be called as what? Object distance. So U naught. Or U can be taken as what? Object distance. And this is the height of the object. What is the height of the object? H naught. So you know this U and H naught. So that's why I am taking this triangle. Why? So this object and this are making the same angle here. So that's why from this triangle OAB. So what is the tan beta? Tan beta is nothing but, so tan beta is nothing but opposite side by adjacent side. What is opposite side? This is AB. AB is nothing but what? H naught here. So this AB is nothing but what? H naught. And OA is nothing but what? Object distance. So tan beta is nothing but what? Tan beta is nothing but opposite side by adjacent side. What is opposite side? H naught. And what is adjacent side? So U. Because OA is U, AB is nothing but H naught. So tan beta is nothing but AB by, so nothing but OA. Now coming to the tan alpha. So tan alpha is nothing but what? So when the tan alpha is nothing but the visual angle formed by the object when it is kept at 25 centimeter. Here is also the object size cannot be changes. But here, so that image size is nothing but what? Sorry, image distance is nothing but D. This is the image distance. So this distance is nothing but D. Now in this triangle, so in this triangle is also nothing but, let us consider this triangle name will be, so this is the triangle name will be PQR. So PQR. So now in this triangle PQR, so tan, if I take the tan alpha is nothing but opposite side to adjacent side. What is opposite side here? So QR. QR by, what is the adjacent side? PR. But AB by OA, AB is nothing but what? H naught. By OA is nothing but what? U. In the same way, QR is nothing but height of the object, H naught, by PR is nothing but what? PR is nothing but the image distance, or when the object is kept how much distance here? At 25 centimeter. This is also can be taken as not image distance, object distance, that is how much? D, near point distance. So here H naught will be cancelled. So that U will be come to denominator and D will be go to the numerator. So that's why M is equal to, so D by U. So this is about the magnifying power of the simple microscope. So what is the magnifying power of the simple microscope is nothing but D by U. D is nothing but near point distance or 25 centimeter. U is nothing but the object distance. But by using this, what is the important of the optical instrument? The optical instruments can be used to form the image clearly and to change the visual angle. And by changing the visual angle, so we have to form the image at far point and at the near point. And by changing this optical instrument, nothing but by adjusting this optical instrument, so we have to form this image at infinity or nothing but far point, and as well as, so we have to form this image where at near point is nothing but 25 centimeter. So when the image is formed at the far point, so our eye will be relaxed. When the image is formed at the near point, so the size of the image will be increases, but our eye will be strained. So what is the magnification we got? That is nothing but M equal to D by U. And nothing but the magnifying power is nothing but D by U. And here what is relation between the M and U? So the M is inversely proportional to U. And nothing but, see, the object distance will be changes, magnification is also changes, and they are inversely proportional. If U is less, magnifying power will be more. So if u will be more, the magnifying power will be less. So nothing but by using that nothing but by changing this by moving this convex lens, we can change the object distance. So due to that, the magnifying power of that convex lens or that simple microscope is also changes. You have to remember. So now first one, I am going to find the magnifying power of the simple microscope when that simple microscope can form the image at the near point, and when the simple microscope can be form the image at the far point. So when image is formed at a near point. So near point is nothing but what? At least distance of the distinct vision. That is the first case. And the second case is nothing but, so when the image is formed at far point, when image is formed at far point. So the far point is nothing but what? At infinity. So the image is formed at near point is nothing but what? So that v equal to d here. So here the v equal to infinity. You have to remember. So the image is formed at the infinity, here the image is formed at the near point is nothing but least distance of distinct vision. And nothing but, so this is the simple microscope. Now consider, so now this is optic center and this is the principal axis. Now you have to keep this object is here. Now it can be formed the image where, so image where at near point. Now consider, so this simple microscope can be formed the, so image where at the near point, consider. So now here the image is formed. So this is the image. So this is the image and this is the object. So this is object A, B, and this is the image A dash, B dash. But by adjusting this convex lens, so and nothing but by adjusting this convex lens, this object distance is also changes. So that's why the image is formed where at a near point. Near point is nothing but here v equal to d. And now consider this object distance. So this is object distance u. This is object distance u and this is the image distance. So what is the magnifying form? Magnifying m is equal to d by u. So but here u is nothing but what? So you have to calculate the u. So this u can be calculated with help of the lens maker formula. So what is the lens maker formula is nothing but what? So 1 by f equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. But you have to use the sign convention. So here u is nothing but object distance and v is nothing but the image distance, f is nothing but the focal length. So the focal length of the convex lens is also always positive. So now if we apply the sign convention, all the distance are measured from the optic center. So that's why when we measure the distance from the optic center to object, so in which direction you are moving? In this direction, but incident ray will be in this direction. So that's why the u is equal to minus u. And the distance between the optic center to image will be called as the image distance. So to find the image distance, in which direction you are moving? In the opposite to the incident ray. So that's why v is equal to, so what is image distance? D. So that is nothing but minus d. Now substitute here. So f is nothing but focal length. So the focal length is nothing but positive here. F is equal to plus f. So now if you substitute here, what you get? So 1 by f equal to, so 1 by v is nothing but what? Minus d. Minus 1 by u is nothing but what? Minus u. So 1 by f equal to 1 by 1 and nothing but minus 1 by d. Minus into minus what? Plus 1 by u. So from this, so what is the 1 by u? So 1 by u is nothing but, so when I bring this minus 1 by d to the right side, left side, what you get? So 1 by f plus 1 by d. Now substitute this 1 by u formula here. So now m is equal to, so d by u, so d into 1 by u, nothing but d into 1 by u. So that is equal to d into, so 1 by u is nothing but what? So 1 by f plus 1 by d. So if you simplify, what you get? M equal to, so d by f plus d by d. D by D is nothing but what? Cancel 1. So that's why what is the magnifying formula, magnifying power of the simple microscope when the image is formed at near point? So by adjusting this convex lens, we form the image at near point. So when the image is formed at the near point, what is the magnification? Is that nothing but, so 1 plus D by F. So this is a magnification formula. This is a magnification formula. So when the image is formed at the near point, when the image is formed at the near point. And this is also called as the maximum magnification. This is the maximum magnification for the simple microscope. But when the image is formed at the near point, what happened? Eye will be strained. Remember, eye will be strained. So this eye will be strained here. So when we see from this lens, so our eye will be strained. And it has a maximum focal length. It has a maximum focal length. Maximum magnifying power. Magnifying power. So maximum magnifying power. Coming to the second case. So what is second case? When the image is formed at the far point. Far point is nothing but at infinity. Okay, you adjust a simple microscope. Now consider this is a convex lens or small focal length or microscope and optic center. Now this object. So now by using this simple microscope, you adjust the object distance such that, so where the image is formed, the image can be formed at infinity. Image can be formed at the infinity. So now consider this F. So when this is the incident ray, so after refraction, this is a parallel to principal axis. After refraction, it passes through focus. And but you adjusted this microscope such that, so where the image is formed, the image is formed at infinity. Infinity is nothing but the rays are parallel to each other. The refracted rays are parallel to each other. Where the image is formed at infinity. So where the image is formed at infinity. When you see from here, so where the image is formed at infinity. So that is also virtual image. So why you have to form that image at infinity? So to feel the eye will be relaxed. Eye will be for relaxation. Relaxed. To feel the eye will be relaxed. And in this case the eye will be feel relaxed. So now here this is U. So this is a U. And where the image is formed at infinity. So what is the magnifying power? M equal to D by U. So now D by U is nothing but D into 1 by U. And you have to calculate 1 by U. So how can you calculate the 1 by U? With help of the lens formula. What is the lens formula? 1 by F equal to 1 by V minus 1 by U. But before you using this lens formula, you have to follow the sign convention. In this case, so this is the incident ray direction. And the distance from the optic center to this object AB. So to measure the object distance, in which direction you are moving? Opposite to the incident ray. So that's why U equal to minus U. U is equal to minus U. And F is nothing but what? Plus F. And here V is nothing but what? Infinity. Now substitute here. So 1 by F equal to, so 1 by V is nothing but infinity. 1 by infinity minus 1 by U. U is nothing but what? So minus U. Minus U. And nothing but, so 1 by F equal to something by infinity is nothing but 0, 1 minus into minus plus called 1 by U. So 1 by U equal to 1 by F. And nothing but, so where you have to kept the object, so you have to kept the object at focus. Nothing but by adjusting this simple microscope, you have to bring actually, so the object is between optic center and focus. Initially, the object is between the optic center and focus. By adjusting this convex lens, you have to bring the object where at F. And nothing but here the object must be kept at focus, then automatically the image can be formed at the far point or at infinity. And V equal to F. So U equal to F. So now when you substitute here, then what is the magnifying formula? Magnifying power formula M equal to, so D by U. U is nothing but what? F. So this is the magnifying formula, magnifying power formula when the image is formed at a far point. And nothing but to form the image at the far point, so you have to adjust the object distances at F. And nothing but the object distance is equal to focal length of that simple microscope. So when we observe these two formulas, so what are these two formulas? M equal to 1 plus D by F, M equal to D by F. So this is the minimum magnifying formula, this is the maximum magnifying formula. This is the minimum magnifying power formula, and this is the maximum magnifying power formula. And when the object is, or when the image is formed at the near point, so that simple microscope has a maximum focal length. when the image is formed at the far point, so that simple microscope has the minimum focal length. So what is the maximum and minimum focal length of the simple microscope? So the maximum magnifying power, the maximum magnifying power, the maximum magnifying power. So m is equal, what is the formula? 1 plus d by f. And what is the minimum magnifying power of the simple microscope? The minimum magnifying power of simple microscope is nothing but, so d by f. So the maximum magnifying power can be have the simple microscope when image is formed at near point, and now v is at v equal to d anamata. Sorry, when the image is at the near point. When the image is formed at the near point. So when that simple microscope have the minimum magnifying power when the image is formed at the far point. Far point. So in the case of the maximum magnifying power, the eye will be strained. In the case of the minimum magnifying power, the eye will be feel relaxed. I will be feel relaxed. So that's why the magnifying power of the simple microscope will be between the, so d by f to 1 plus d by f. So the magnifying power of the simple microscope will be lie between the d by f to 1 plus d by f. But the maximum magnifying formula will be the simple microscope, so that will be 9. That will be the 9x or 9 cross. 9 cross. So the maximum magnifying power of a simple microscope is nothing but, so 9 cross.